Morning, YouTube. I got a package. This is the other half of that Kickstarter I was getting. This is the main part. I was supposed to get this last year sometime. I don't remember, I think like September or something like that. But life happens and sometimes things take a little longer than they should because when you're making something, you have to make it. Do artwork and printing and all that good stuff. But I remember being very excited about it because it's a very horror-ish type thing. Oh, look, it's signed. I forgot that I got it signed. Okay, here we go. It's called The Children. It is about a haunted house called Thornhill Mansion. And it's haunted by a bunch of ghosts who are children. I think there's supposed to be like 13 of them. Okay. And here's the little signed autograph of the creator. It's like Quirky Engines and Three-Headed Entertainment. That is kind of cool. I have an autographed comic book too. I collect the Lady Death comics. Or I read the Lady Death comics and I just don't get rid of them afterwards. And I've been kickstarting the last two because I enjoyed them when they were buyable. Okay, here we go. Let's crack into this sucker. Anyways, back to the game. So the house is haunted by a bunch of ghosts that are all children. I don't remember much else about it. It's neat. I'll have to deal with that later. It says, they live at the corner of Wicked and Dead. Thornhill Mansion holds many secrets as a fire in 1939 nearly destroyed the Victorian house, which was being used as an orphanage at the time. All but 13 children escaped the blaze. Later, Arthur Holland, mining tycoon, purchased and renovated the Thornhill, but unexplained children's voices, sounds of little feet, and moaning heard inside the walls caused Holland to move his family, saying, the place is a house of the dead. No sane person can live within its walls. You are invited to spend a night at the haunted Thornhill Mansion. Your goal, trap as many of the 13 child ghosts as possible by finding their toys and confronting them. To win, trap the most malevolent spirits. Lay out the Thornhill Mansion by placing room tablets face up on the table. Move throughout the rooms to find items including toys, bewitched objects, and traps. The rooms of the mansion shift as you work your way around the house. Should you encounter a child ghost, pray that you have his or her beloved toy. Otherwise, the results can be, well, petrified. So, this is the back of it. It's got pictures of some of the pieces. It had miniatures and little skulls and cards and plaques, and the child on the front of this is creepy as hell. Let me tell you, she's creepy as hell. Wearing a bald cap. There's a couple other children on there. I remember it's supposed to be like two-sided cards, the ghosts, so they're like the happy ghosts, and then when you piss them off, you turn them over. Instruction book. It's got that nice new smell to it. It's actually a decent size instruction book. It's not as big as Call of Cthulhu, which I still have not managed to make it all the way through that instruction book. It was a biggin. Okay, so these are the location tags. This is kind of like, if you've ever played like Arkham Horror or Mansions of Madness. No, it's Mansions of Madness or Betrayal of the House of Haunted Hill. Either Baldur's Gate or the regular. You lay out your map as you go. So you've got, and these are locations. You've got the wine cellar. On the back, they're all the same. Because I think it probably works like other said games. You shuffle, and then you draw the top card. So you never know where you're going to be. Let's see, I have a wine cellar, a quiet room in the basement. You probably can't really see the artwork on here. This one's exceptionally dark. It's just a floor piece. But you see the little arrows in these kind of games? The arrows dictate which way you go. So you go, I'm going this way, and you pull a new room out, and there you go. Let's see what else we got in here. Master bedroom. I don't know if you can see this or not. There's a picture of, yeah, there's a bed, a couple of doors. You can go through the walls. How very, oh, there's a trap door. Let's see. This arrow, I don't know if you can see it or not, is pointing to a trap door. And then there's a trap door on the ceiling, which is probably interesting to get through because it's the ceiling. Okay, and then we've got a boiler room, cold room. I guess in the old days this would be kind of like a refrigerated room. It's probably in the basement. Yeah, basement. Fruit cellar is also in the basement. My grandma had a fruit cellar. It also doubled as a storm shelter. Dining hall. Kitchen. Kitchen is creepy. It's all red. Red. It's not creepy at all. Library. Billiards room. All these rooms are decrepit and dusty. You can't really see the detail artwork, but on that chair there's like cobwebs, really big cobwebs. Hate to see those spiders. Spire, which is third floor. See, and then a loft. Headmaster's office, because it did used to be an orphanage. Washroom. Okay, the washroom is creepy as hell. It looks like somewhere where there would have been some electroshock therapy. Servants' quarters. Nursery. Attic. Dormitory. And bedroom. Neat, neat, neat. Here's the little bits. I love when games have non-cardboard bits. What can I say? I don't remember what the skulls are about, but I will find out when I read the instructions. But aren't those neat? They're printed in 3D. And then here's your characters. Not sure what he's doing, but okay. He is, you can't tell, but that's a microphone, and he's wearing headphones, so he's like the boom operator. He's like recording it, I guess. And she's a bit scholarly. She's holding a book and a scroll. She's just weird. That is not a hoodie. That is her hair. I mean, it looks like a hoodie. And if I'm not mistaken, this is supposed to be the first player marker. It's a kitty cat with his arch back. I love kitty cats. My local game store is doing painting classes for miniatures for D&D. So I am probably going to, if I ever have a Sunday off where I have money, I'm going to attend those. Okay, and this is the children cards. I don't know if any of y'all have watched any of my previous stuff, but all my recordings kind of change colors because my laptop is having a thing. I'm trying this on my tablet because I finally figured out how to flip the camera. Only took me like a year. Okay. I think there's a little bit more than 13 in here. There's supposed to be 13 ghosts. Let's see. These pictures are really, really creepy. I see. Okay. Okay, I get it. This is actually two separate decks. This, I don't know if you could read it on the bottom, it says 13 children. So this is a deck of 13 children. And they're all very old-timey pictures, which kind of like. They were supposed to be two-sided, and they don't seem to be, because supposedly you can flip them. I guess that would be the bigger cards. And then this is the 13 toys, because each ghost has a favored toy. And that's how you catch them. Things like bronzed shoes, a Jack-in-the-Box. I drove my parents crazy with a Jack-in-the-Box. What is this? A letter opener? That was probably a creepy child. Probably started the fire. What is that? A monkey paw. Some of these toys are creepy. A locket of some sort. Pocket watch. A shrunken head. Yeah, these were some creepy kids. Angel figurines. Angel figurines. Cherubs creep me out. Always have. I'm a bit of a Doctor Who fan. I watched a couple of episodes where they had the weeping angels, and now angel statues creep me out. And then the last thing in the box is the box. The figures were here. The place settings here. Is the big cards. The plastic on this is weird, but it is very old-fashioned, and if I can find it. And the fact that there should be a spot, because I can see it. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to cheat. We're going to start by cracking the seal here. Right? Well, that did not quite work like I intended it to. You're supposed to be able to, because you see the little thing where you just grab it and you pull, and it goes all the way around. There we go. Yeah, it's just easier to do it the hard way. Okay. And, okay, so, what I got here? Okay, I see. Okay, we'll start with the double-sided deck. I've got, again, this is 2 decks. These are the ghosts, and at the top right corner, it's, top right corner, my other right, not this right, it has a picture of a toy. I'm going to assume before I read the instructions that that toy is the favorite toy, the beloved toy. This is the happy ghost. This is the unhappy ghost, which is from the cover of the game. I don't know if you can see it. In the background is a creepy clown, which is what the kid looks like when he's mad. This is a very uppity looking child. Ha 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 ha. When he's mad, he's headless. There we go. This kid is creepy as all hell. So all the kids' cards, all 13 of them, are like that. Gabrielle has a little buggy. The baby doll's head is on her body, and her head is on the baby doll's body. Yeah. I don't remember. I think these may have been actual old-fashioned pictures that they took and artistically changed. And then I'm going to assume this is a playing deck where you draw cards, and the cards are things like the first 13 on the top of here before you shuffle it are the toys. Next bunch is, okay, so this says, okay, this is catnip, and on the corner it says on it, what did it say? Device, free action. What does it do? Catnap. If you and Kitty Kitty are in the same room, play this card as a free action to have Kitty Kitty take you to any room in the Mansion. Okay, so this is a character, apparently. This is not the first player. This is Kitty Kitty. Yeah, it's been that long. And then catnip. There's 3 of those. Nice. There's some feathers. A hat pin, which is kind of creepy. It's got a rabbit head on it. I'm not sure how to use that. Dental tools. Bird cage. No, cricket cage. Medical della peste. Device. Action. Play as an action to look at the cards left in any room of the house. Creepy mask. I think, I'm not sure if that is a masquerade ball mask or if that's supposed to be a plague doctor mask, because guy I know is into plague doctor masks, which I'm kind of find creepy. Toad. Okay. Device. Turn action. Secret passage. Play as an action to move any room as long as it is either on the same floor or up or down floors in a straight line from your location. That's kind of cool. And then traps. Kitty Kitty, if in the house, comes immediately to this room. It's a mouse. Of course, it's a mouse. That's what Kitty Kitty would. Okay, and then this is things to make the game harder. Oh. Okay, and there's a couple of fate cards in here. I can't wait to read the instructions and see what all these cards do, how to play the game. I'm assuming the basic premise of it is like Betrayal. You go from room to room, and in the rooms you search and you find the cards, which may or may not help you, and you're trying to catch ghosts. So I am probably going to start reading these instructions right now because game night is tomorrow. I may or may not take this to D&D with me tonight, depending on how far I get in the instructions before I go do something else. See you next time.